When the last sliver of sunlight vanished over the horizon, I walked down into the basement and flipped the switch. Instantly, the machine turned on and began 3D printing a perfect replica of my husband Hugh. After a minute, new Hugh took his first, gasping breath. "Didn't make it back in time?" Hugh asked, slicking back his jet black hair. "Afraid not, Hugh," I smiled, taking in the view before tossing him a pair of shorts. "Do we have any whiskey left?" "Plenty." Hugh wandered upstairs to rinse off, and I went to the kitchen to prepare some rations and pour us both a double shot of whiskey. "Do anything fun today?" Hugh asked, downing his drink in one gulp. "Cleaning mostly," I said, following his lead. "Got any fun plans for tonight?" "I can think of a few." I poured us another drink and Hugh put on some music, Frank Sinatra's greatest hits. I'm not the biggest fan, but it really gets Hugh in the mood. After a couple songs, Hugh pulled me in close and kissed me like it was our first time. For him it was. We danced, drank, and laughed so loud we couldn't hear the shrieks of the corpses outside our compound. I woke up hungover, but Hugh was already in the gym working up a sweat. I made rations for breakfast, and we tended to the garden, but noon was quickly approaching. Hugh gathered his equipment and prepared to leave. He had to go into the city to look for essential supplies to add to our stores. I walked him down to the gate, and he turned around and kissed me on my forehead. "Remember," he said, "if I'm not back by sunset, flip the switch." He walked through the gate, I locked it behind him, and he ventured into the undead city. I spent most of the afternoon cleaning up our mess from the night before, but as it got closer to sunset, I went up to our deck to watch the front gate. It wasn't long before I heard screaming. "Open the gate!" Hugh was yelling for me, but I just leaned on the railing and watched. Hugh was running toward the gate as fast as he could, and he was being followed by a horde of zombies. Every corpse was a previous copy of Hugh. "I don't want to die," Hugh cried. He slammed into the gate, shaking the bars, and I laughed as the horde ripped him to shreds. I love my husband, but every time he goes out for supplies, he comes back a little more broken. Eventually, he cracks and starts taking it out on me. I got tired of watching him fall apart over and over again. I decided I much prefer him when he's fresh. After the horde wandered away and the sun vanished over the horizon, I walked down to the basement and flipped the switch. "Didn't make it back in time?" "Afraid not, Hugh," I smiled,